Hey everybody, it's time for chapter 25 of Alienated. We're trying it a little bit different today. We're outside. Hopefully it's not too windy or too noisy, so I'm hoping you can hear me okay. Before we start, I want to do a very special shout out. This is going all the way to Apple Valley, Minnesota, to Mrs. Balisteri's 5th grade class. They've been watching along, and I hope you guys are doing really well. I know everybody's staying at home and staying safe, so I want to do a big hello and a big shout out to you guys, and thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the story. So let's crack on. Chapter 25. The balcony scene. I parked the rocket in the hangar and climbed out feeling like an experienced pilot. The suit peeled off me with a zzz clink as it loosened its grip. I kept my eyes closed, as ordered, and suddenly, instead of the tangy, metallic smell of the ectosuit, I could smell the cinnamon-scented desert air, hot grav-thwart plating, cooling fusion engines, and pepperoni. "Did you guys order pizza?" I asked. "Don't sweat it," Sonia's voice said. "There's plenty left." "Not for long," Octo mumbled, with his beak full. "Now, open your eyes," Houston said, "but do not feel alarmed. Your natural vision will need to readjust." He was right. For a moment, I couldn't see anything but a smudgy grayness. My heart pounded, and I felt a rising panic. But then, gradually, shapes emerged through the fog. The hangar's crisscross superstructure and corrugated walls, the racer's open cockpit and still glowing dual exhausts, the junk in the scrapyard. And to be honest, I expected to see Octo, Houston, and Sonia huddled around me, applauding maybe, patting me on the back. But instead, Houston was carefully packing the Aldrin suit into its container, and Sonia was hurling pizzas, frisbee style, at Octo, who was catching them like an outfielder on the other side of the hangar, catching and chomping each one with his middle beak. The pile of pizza boxes next to Sonia was as tall as her. "The What Beats a Pizza guy has a crush on me," she explained. "I'm on a buy one, get 20 free plan, which is handy since Octo pretty much needs one per tentacle. Want one?" "No thanks," I said. All that looping had left my stomach in knots. Exhilarated, adrenaline-fueled knots, but knots all the same. "I've got something I need to do." "Are you kidding?" Octo yelled in his super bass voice, echoing around the place. "It's pizza!" In truth, my stomach just wasn't in knots from the acrobatics. Plus, I had to put things right with Juliet. As far as Juliet's concerned, I explained, I stranded her at the drive-in. If I've got any chance of pulling off Mission Prom Possible, I've got to explain what happened. Romeo didn't give up, and neither will I. Dude, Romeo dies at the end." "Spoiler alert, Octo," I said with a salute. I opened the hangar door and raced through the quiet Area 51 evening. Being Saturday, the drive-in was open, and I knew it was showing The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original. As I panted my way through the empty suburban streets, it did actually feel like the Earth was standing still. At the same time, I knew the world was spinning, the days were passing, and the Neds were on their way. I searched the base, looking for Juliet's unmistakable blue glow. I found it emanating from a blue ship parked beside the Slurp and Go convenience store. The smooth, rounded, pyramid-shaped starship was glowing above a vacant plot. Everything about it felt regal, like a rocket-propelled palace. So once I'd climbed the steps on the nearest leg and was about to press the surprisingly doorbell-like button next to the hatchway, I couldn't help feeling like a trespasser who was about to get arrested. Or worse. But I pressed it anyway, just as a bunch of chattering Martians, probably offended by the portrayal of aliens in The Day the Earth Stood Still, left the Slurp and Go carrying slushy Slurp Me and chips, and I rehearsed my line in my head. "Hey Juliet, I'm really sorry about the drive-in." Silently, the hatchway slid open. In the darkness, I saw a hand reach for a switch just inside the door. "Hey Juliet, I'm sorry for the way I got stuffed into a garbage container." Strangely, it was a human hand. A woman's hand. My stomach tightened, my pulse pounded, but I had no idea why until the switch bliffed softly and the light flooded the doorway and the hand's owner looked me right in the eye. I felt just like the moment Jessica and I first walked into the cafeteria that first morning. My brain went into a high-pitched alert like an interior air raid siren, yelling at my eyes and telling them that there was no way they were seeing what I was seeing. It couldn't be real. It was my mother. "Are you just going to stand there trespassing, or are you going to come inside?" And then I fainted. All right, so that's chapter 25. Come back tomorrow for chapter 26. Stay in, stay safe, keep listening, and I hope you guys are all doing well.